poziviti 10. O! Da sam sam tamo gdje smo s tom epizodom Witchera. U prošloj epizodi smo popričali s kraljem o njihovim simulacijama i savjela da nam ostalima. Tako da sada nastavljamo dalje da vidimo što se dešava.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Witcherka reč, ako hoćeš da zove sve, tako da sad ćemo popričati sa Detmoldom. Sa Šile već jesmo. Da, samo vidimo šta, šta zna o Wildcrafta da pitamo, da, tako.
Any mage's knowledge has little
Svako zna, da. Možda nam objasni.
Indeed, the phenomenon exists.
Fenomen
I want to know everything about it, including what you know.
You're out of luck. I've never concerned myself with it. I'm also not interested in whirlwinds or hailstorms.
Je bitno za stvar koje pokaravaju svijet, ali znači nećemo uspjeti u Wildcraftu da poručimo ništa od njega. Idemo pokupiti ove drva. Treba će nam timbar vjerovatno. Idemo popričati sad odmah.
We've not dealt with a witcher before.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see.
I
trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
Možda postavimo dobri prijatelji. Vidjet ćemo, vrijeme će reći.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve.
Nemam poison.
I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Yes.
Learned anything?
Love the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind
Yes.
women love.
I was asking about the curse.
Oh, of course. What would you like to know?
Znači, šta možeš znati? Znači, on zna, vidiš isto.
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Nisu li spektri
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's
kada
power
prolaze
corrupts the
kroz njih.
ghosts
Znači,
of
ovaj
those
zna
who
baš
died in
dosta
battle,
da ćemo
turning them into
biti.
draugrs.
To je dobro.
Draugrs, is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're
Ne
demons,
možemo imati
Deathmold.
spektar.
Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where fighting is
Mi
vicious
znamo o njima,
and
da.
slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of
Ima da
these
znaš kako
draugrs?
se vidi
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest.
Da,
But as long
sve
as the
se
curse
vidi.
remains active,
Ali
new
da
ones
se
will
aktivni, oni će
appear.
novi
The
doći.
soldiers' ghosts are the key.
On su
We can
ključ.
reverse the tide of the battle.
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that
Ja
belong
ćem
to the
simbola
soldiers who perished here.
da mogu to da...
Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Da ih neće.
Well, I've no idea how to find them.
Nema
Apart
ideje.
from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have
Ja
no
znam malo.
job for you.
Ne znam ko Šila Wildcrafta, znam. Jesi
Have you
ikad...
dealt with curses before?
Ikad
I've
bio
cast a
to?
few in my time.
Jesam
One
kaže
victim
par.
sprouted donkey's ears in a tail, another's house burned down.
Nije ništa bilo strašno. Kad ništa ozbiljno. A ovo je
Have
baš
you
ozbiljno.
removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance.
Nisi
But I
baš
mastered
šanse.
the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't
Okay,
teach you
listen,
about curses
Kyle.
like this one at Banord.
Niste
Glass's
učili.
curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the
Kaj glasi
Archmistress's
kaj mnogo
curse.
kaže.
A misnomer, for they've been
Znači
cast
šta
by
mislite,
generally
sam ga
crazed
četvrti
mages or
level?
priests,
A možemo
not
vjerovatno
necessarily.
liftati, samo moramo
You've
skontiti.
done your homework.
Radio svoj zaći.
Explain this blood curse to me.
Kako ova blood
An
curse
ordinary blood
radi?
curse is a trivial thing. You let
To je
a little of your
trivialna
own
stvar.
blood. Best
Nešto
done at
malo
midnight,
krvno,
surrounded by lit candles.
Pokaže se
Sabrina has
svećama,
a
da.
pyre around her.
Imala se brinu
Tell me about Glennis's
već
curse.
smetam glas.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary
Reći se
literature.
kaže.
In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses,
Treba ti
spells, and
enciklopedija,
prophecies,
kaže.
and a volume compiled by Tosada of Rees and Margarita
Dovoljno
Laurentini,
kam dadne, to
masters of
ćemo da
magic and
riješimo.
curses selected writings.
Uš. Ovaj tebe vidim.
Quite a tome. We've got our comet and murder. What
Da
about
nemaš
the coins?
kojena.
We had those as well. Not enough for you.
No.
Imamo
Why do I
10.
get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me,
State.
your head of state may soon lose his head.
Da,
There's a
možda
plot
te
afoot
uhvati,
within
da
the
tako
military.
isi.
Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a
Ima
fish.
coin za
Let's
fiša.
do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you
Ka
will reveal
neće
to me
te
anything you
čočka to
learn.
tvoje, ali
Should I happen upon anything
imaš
related to
znači
the
nešto smije da
You'll let me know. So be it.
Dobro.
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
I sve onda se brine. Vjerujem,
Curses of
ne
this kind
postoji.
are cast rarely. There have only been 6
Rijetko se kaže
confirmed
pušta.
cases.
How many confirmed cases of their
Moguće
being
10.
lifted?
One,
Divja liftona.
by a team of
Jedna.
mages led by Archmistress Francesca
Francesca, da,
Finderberg,
to je
whence
ona.
came the curse's other appellation.
Procivalnjaka.
In any case, Sabrina Glevesig was part of that team.
Small world.
Veliko
Well,
bilo.
it just got a little uglier.
That's not all.
Malo
The curse
ružnije.
that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of
Francesca
the
i
last
Sabrina, ali imali su neke
dynasty,
povezanosti,
the rulers of
100%.
Holy. It was cast by
Jesu
Scarlet
vjerovatelji koji-
Rodalega, a very
Rodalega,
talented
oh,
but completely
Scarlet.
mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
Znači znamo za
I
to.
see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely.
Rodalega, da mogu
Beside
biti.
which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her
Kradena
casting.
pa da.
Why is Henselt still
Zašto je
breathing?
Hemsel deda?
He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevesig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
Da,
I don't
moguće
think
destan,
so.
da, ako je
I
to
know a few
povezano.
sorceresses. They're mean,
Uvijek
true,
su
but
još
they
te
also
kalnira
want
na to.
results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Možda nije.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
Možda je
I'm
Hemsel
suggesting he
čuo.
could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the battle of specters. It's the weakest link.
To je ono
How
još.
could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt.
Vredi da može.
First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death.
Dobro. A vatke
If I'm
se
not
žele.
mistaken, you
Da
need
treba
blood to
inače
cast a
koristiti,
blood
da.
curse.
To se
Precisely,
znači
unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was
Bilo je
bound
inače
to a wagon
drugačije, da,
wheel.
tako je.
Where did she get enough blood?
Ti znaš
She
da
put
to
a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup
Ucen
de grace.
soldier, da.
It was easy, the minds of some soldiers are
Bijela
so
laka.
uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the
strike her.
curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so
Zna za
excited.
kraj.
She chose a fool, a bungler.
počeo
I heard he
zbuđena.
thrust 5 times with his spear. Yet the
Nisko
witch's
sam
soul would
uhvatio.
not
Znači
quit
koristi
her cause.
koplje,
There was
opa.
no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress
This
chose
is
for the
not-
task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The
Ali
king was
tako da je
not
svugdje
anywhere near.
blizu.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the
To se
heart got
zaraditi.
her due.
Ali teško bilo, znate. Opa. Sve smo ga pitali, ništa idemo je poslije.
You're gonna help me, Death Mold.
Pomoćiš.
Of course,
Naravno.
as the king ordered.
Kao što
Listen up.
kradak.
You'll do the paperwork. I get the
Radiš
feeling
papir.
you like it. I'll need a number of protective rooms to summon
Vjerujem
Sabrina's
da ti to
ghost.
voliš to.
They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that
Sabrina,
enters
to.
this world with it. Find something
Nađi
for me
nešto
in
u
your
svojoj
library.
biblioteci.
The rooms need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen
I
any
nemoj
artists
kad
around here.
umjetnika ovdje nisam.
Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt.
Gdje se uzme.
When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to
Raste
handle them. Just equip them with
Samo
silver-plated
uzme silver
weapons.
plated weapons.
Henselt could also use something silver to
Henselt
defend
je
himself.
može isto što se
Over the entrance to his
sada.
tent, hang a wreath
Ah,
of some
sad ćemo
foil and
plan.
fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Imaš ovdje.
Those aren't pots,
Samo da bi-
they're silver vases of Nazire.
Ovo je
Last of
Nazar.
all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'm
Pronađi
with
negdje
him.
da tako se...
What will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon
isto,
Sabrina's ghost
da.
and figure out what I need to send the
pronađi što
fighting
treba.
specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
Vraća mi ti se.
How did you divine that you might
No, no,
recover
no.
your memory by lifting the curse?
Kako znaš da ćeš vrati moj? Kako ti znaš?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know
Da
them.
ništa ne
Do you know
znaš.
why I have no friends,
Možda
Richard?
ima nešto.
Because
Zašto
sooner or
nemam
later I
prijatelja?
learn all their secrets,
Jer ja
which is
bez
followed by
načina koje tajne.
interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
Samo pusti moju prošlost. O, kamo sreće da zna.
We need to talk.
What? No, hello, good morning. Pucker up and kiss my ass, nothing.
Hello.
Good morning,
Ja,
White.
recimo
Take
tako.
some tea, it's a fortifying beverage.
Some other time, maybe.
Idemo.
You must know a lot about the Wild Hunt.
Možda ti
As
znaš
one of
mnogo
the
Wild
reigning
Hunt.
majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself
mogę
with
naći sebe
photos
za
about
tako
corpses
to-
flying
Znači,
about
mislio
on
sam to
intensely
bajke,
emaciated
jel pa?
steeds.
A ona
The
se
Wild
stvarno
Hunt's
dešava.
no myth.
To nije mit, ne? Ne znam.
See you.
Dobro. Znači, o njemu smo se baš ispričali. Sad ćemo probati otići do česta nekog da bi mogli ostaviti mi stvari. Dalje, naravno. Jer imamo dosta posto do radu. Pogledajte kvestove koje mi moramo da uradimo i vi.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell will lift it.
Bring it on, kaže. Kada nekemo.
Get a hold. I ain't no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian. Need some help, Monster Slayer?
Trebamo neke vas.
I want to talk, dog of war.
Želim
I've heard
pričati.
much about you, Witcher.
Čuo sam te mnogo dragonska,
Greetings,
pošto
Captain.
popričati, ti si poznat.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of
Ja
Brennan.
sam.
As it turns out, it was worth risking our
Iskao sam
necks.
svoje vrate, dakle.
I knew one of your kind once. A woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow.
Znamo
She
da
made a
znam
mistake. Let her
da
emotions take
tražim
control.
kaže emocija gdje mogu hladno.
This profession requires cold calculation.
Tako je moguće.
Must be fatiguing fighting all the time.
To je
I took a
vrlo
little time
fatigano.
off recently. Something
Nisam
along the
znao,
lines
kaže
of
znao neko
honeymoon.
dalje.
But I like my
Gdje
craft.
se pravi, da.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
Nisam opušen da to radim. Opa.
I wouldn't
Zabranjeno.
mind learning some details about Brenna from someone
Ima
who
neke
paid for
detalje o
it.
branju.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings.
To znam na
The
odmah.
Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack.
Napade
And if not for us
su
and the
dolazili
Dun
do
Banner,
Barnera
The collected armies of the
Kolektivne
north
sarme.
probably would have
i
shattered
su
into
vjerovatno
bits.
dolazili tamo.
Luckily, we showed up
Ako
at
se
the right
pokuša prave
time,
time,
withstood the assault and came
to
out
spremam da
victorious.
će biti.
We earned every last copper we were paid.
Mislim imao svaki bakar koji su
50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to
Znači on
bite
se
at
uzmao
us.
flare inače.
Menno Cohorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps,
I gdje se uzmao malo.
and a bit of luck.
Interesting.
Were you here 3 years ago during the
Bio
last battle for
predator s
Vergen?
Vergen.
Bradley's blue banner was.
Da.
They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it,
Nisam znao da.
and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days.
Sam znao znakove
Sign
vremena.
of the times.
Dobro. Koliko te
Does Hansel pay his
mnogo
mercenaries
plaća?
well? Professional curiosity.
Plaća da
on my
vreme.
part.
Sam
It's
znao.
no secret a lump sum of 20,000 Novigrad crowns awaits.
20.
Divvied up between those who survive.
So the more of you die, the
Hilja,
greater
da.
the take per head.
Još više, više ćeš znao, da.
Is Hansel paying you to wait?
Zato čekaj,
Curiosity
plaća
is a new
čekaš.
witcher.
Mora da znam.
The best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Death Mole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. Your advice, as I heard it, we're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
How many mercenaries you got watching?
I've got them spread out in small groups. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. You need to know if it's expanding.
Well,
how fast?
It's almost imperceptible, but it's strong. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
A što misliš? Možemo ga požuriti, kažeš. Dobro, još pitanja. I sad je ostalo arm wrestling. Ćemo saved. Pričat o arm
wrestling.
Ajde.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Nisu uzima regarda, valjda.
Bargy? I remember him. Strong.
Što ima njih? Su bile peasante, da.
They say you're the strongest arm around here.
Borga su neče.
I wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
How's that?
Pričalo me, kako
During the
tamo
Battle
gasi?
of Brenna, I got
Da
into
sam
a
bio
knife
branjen, da
fight
sam
with
se
an
morao
old
baviti sa
guard
nevim gardnim komandara. Možda je to radio
As to
Brennan.
say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands.
Ruke.
I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept
Nismo ih
coming
hvatili
towards my
trot.
throat.
Gdje je jak?
He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I
Ali ima
twisted
manje
his arm
stamina.
around and slit his throat.
Uspio je, znači to.
I've worked on my hands, wrists, and
Interesantna
arms
priča.
since then. They all come in handy in my profession.
Postala moja profesija.
To challenge Adam Pandrit for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders.
Moraš prijeti najbolje kontendere.
Who should I challenge?
Koja treba čundi?
Martin and Randall are the strongest in my
Martin and Randall.
company. Then
Znači,
there's Magnus, the camp blacksmith.
I'll try them.
Watch out for Magnus. As I see it, he
Where's
could
the
easily
Magnus?
do his work with no tools.
Where are these pipes from?
si.
Let's talk on.
Come on. Steady on, White Wolf. You've yet to beat all the strong men.
Nisi još napovidio, moramo prije pandec meni. Ima smisla. Si. Dobro nam je rekao. Znači saznali smo nešto novo. Idemo sada do čest. Ovoga traže na kođu. Traže na koldera. Mi hodamo baš sporo, probat ćemo doći do 6 ili tako nešto. Da sad koji je tačni pravac. Nije ovaj koji trebamo da izađemo. Evo ovdje sam ostao. Znači gdje je Dandelion, to i bude ovaj. Znači po kraljem odre, a mi se možemo slobodno karetiti o kampu. I evo nas van, sad ću vam reći ovaj da ne izlazim.
Oi, Witcher! Out in these wastelands hunting
Što
monsters?
želiš, kaže.
Well,
Kako
if
ovdje
you
zvačujem,
see two of
pa
my
recim
men,
da će im,
tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
ako zazna.
What are they doing there?
Šta su radili?
It's a common malady. A day don't go by that some dimwit don't sneak out of the camp to go to the gullies.
Aha, pobjegli su tam, dobro.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow.
Yes.
Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zimic knows how to be grateful.
Ne znam kako bi trebalo.
What do you want, Witcher?
Opa, možemo s njime Days.
From what I can see, you and the men love your king.
Možda ti
He's
voliš
like a father to us, really.
da kaže nam
Comes around from time to time,
Otac.
chats it up, pats you on the mug.
Dole se tamo popričaš.
Remembers our names too, though you got to earn that in battle.
Opa, gdje me ponci?
So distinguished 3 times already. Pride myself on it.
I'm sure it's a great honor for a humble soldier like yourself.
Last time it happened, we was on the march. Some peasant poisoned his well. A few of our lads died. Many others got sick. I pacified that village. We hit them so hard, we even struck fear into our own boys. They went without a row for 2 days, and the king was very pleased. He came around, gave me a friendly punch in the gut, laughed, and said, "You are one true son of a bitch. If you'd not been born among swine, you'd probably be king." That's how he is. Humane and all. He's really got a heart.
Did you participate in the battle?
I did, and I fought. I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called draugrs. Edirnians, Cadwenis, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting started in the afternoon. The Dun banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevisid, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Edirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Selkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Selkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edirn's finest swordsman. Whenever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Vandergrift himself went into battle. He met Selkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the Visitor hacked Selkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damn magic of a damn witch. I owe my life to Priest Crest, our chaplain. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Edirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
You mentioned the priest.
A really good man. He was with us the whole time, during the march, in the barracks, and in battle. Among common soldiers, Freya gave him a medallion to protect him from fire. I don't know how true that is, but he led me and many others to safety.
Who has this medallion?
King Henselt. I saw it once. I don't know how he got hold of it, but he definitely had it.
Were you at Brenna?
Ah, yes. Cut down more black ones there than anywhere else. The Redanians were in disarray on the left when we joined the battle. Same with the Temerian regiments in the middle. We arrived just in time. Menno Cohorn commanded the Nilfgaardians. He was some leader. Even we feared him like fire. But somehow we prevailed.
What happened to him afterwards?
He refused to flee, died like many of us. Though no one knows who did it, and no one ever found his corpse.
What
happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the 3rd day after the autumn equinox. The Edirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, gullet. Knights, armoured infantry, peasants, the Bergen dwarf regiment, all save the king. More than 5,000. General Vandergrift, commander of the Kedwenis, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armoured troops from Ardcarré, and the famous White Foxes of the north. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Edernians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandergrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Do I have this right? You served in the Dun Banner.
Did indeed. Hensel's never commanded a fiercer group of warriors, and he never will. Not for us, there'll be no victory for the North at Brenner. We carried the day.
I didn't see the Dun Banner in the camp.
And you won't. The unit's no more. Ensign Eckhart Hennessy carried the standard into battle for the last time 3 years ago.
Glevissing's magic.
Worse, the Edernian troops, the bastards. The Dun Banner, the pride of Kedwen, lost its standard and almost all its men. The Visitor refused to send us reinforcements when we were cut off. The Dun must prevail. It's been in worse shite than this. The Dun will be all right. 7 Edernians to each one of us. We had no fucking hope. 200 men went into battle and less than 70 came back. But that's only a few survived to this day. The boys couldn't handle it. Suicide, firewater, fist tech. A few became highwaymen. They ended up on the gallows or in ditches. Memories can also kill you, and soldiers don't always deal with them well.
I have to find that standard.
I heard it lies in the catacombs neath Bergen, alongside my mates. Hey, if you're thinking of going there, I ought to give you my beaver skin cap. That's its rightful place.
Did you see the duel between Selkirk and Vandergrift?
From a distance. At the time I was on that hill, and they were somewhere over there. The field used to be as flat as a table. It was their second duel. Earlier, in peacetime, they met at a tournament in Ardcarré. Selkirk won then. Vandergrift's sword cracked and the Visitor had to yield. After the tournament, he had a new sword forged by Kedwen's best mages and swordsmiths. That's how Loathan came to be.
I think that means hatred in the Elder language. Pretty pretentious.
They say a sorcerer cast a spell on the sword and told Vandergrift the blade wouldn't crack as long as he remained invincible. The mage got 50 lashes and was the last to mention any such nonsense.
Who has Vandergrift's sword now?
When the sea of flames died out, the looters ran amok. They found Selkirk's chainmail, which survived somehow. Maybe it was magical too. Vandergrift's sword went missing. The boys in the camp claim the female dragon slayer has it, but I wouldn't even try talking to her.
Who's got Selkirk's chainmail?
A certain Vincent Trott, low nobility, in the army since forever, a greedy bastard.
Where can I find him?
That's a problem. Deathblow wanted him arrested after he found a square coin on him. Some of the officers and noblemen want to get rid of the black ones. They don't like how they lord it around the camp, even though the king talks to them. Those coins are their sign, the stupid bunch of plotters. Anyway, Vincent's a swashbuckler. He thrashed Deathmold's people and disappeared. Those with the coins won't say a word because they're scared of Deathmold.
To je sve, znači, thank you, help.
Thanks, Civic.
Pomogao nam je.
So long.
Sad ćemo saveat.
What do you want, Witcher?
I'd like to play dice.
I haven't the time right now.
No,
I'll be willing to test you if it turns out you're any good.
And how is that supposed to turn out?
Beat Fragile and Gondor, simple as
Fragile
that.
Gondor. Znači, sam te pobjedio.
What do you want?
So long.
Znači, ako te pobjedimo, možemo proti njega ovako neći.
Not another fucking stone.
Idemo do onog kempa, samo da stvari ćemo, to bih htio. Čim da tamo ima nešto. Ovo drugo vidu. Znači ovo je balkon istici da bude. Široka mapa sad se nalazimo u drugoj državi. Tu se nalazimo. Starting to collect items, a ton, tako. Da vidimo, X. Odmah nam je lakše. Ide robust klot nama treba. Ovdje bude robust klot, ili tako? Da. Robust klot. Mora biti negdje ovdje. Imamo tvine, imamo deva, imamo klep. Možda nemamo više klopova. Moramo nabaviti još. Da, izgleda nemamo. Ove tvine. Timber. Koliko me nego neki rastit izazva. To je interesantno, ako ste primijetili. Glavno kako je bolje. To ćemo sejati. To je bilo to za ovaj epizod. Ili sljedeći. Sjajno. Pozdrav.